Well, due at 6:30 tonight, Brian Adkison is behind bars on rape, assault, and burglary charges. Columbia police say Adkison broke into a home last Saturday, assaulting and raping the woman who lived there. It happened on Lovejoy Lane around 5 o'clock in the morning. Police say the victim knows Lovejoy. Knows Adkison. He is in the Boone County Jail on a $50,000 bond. Well, a Columbia man is now jailed, accused of rape, assault, and burglary. Police tell us Brian Adkison broke into a home last weekend. He is charged with assaulting and raping the woman who lived there. Adkison is behind bars in Boone County on a $50,000 bond.
Breaking news tonight on ABC 17 News at 5. Right now, Lake area police are pursuing a man wanted in a missing persons case.
Last night, we told you cops were looking for Brian Adkison about his possible involvement in a missing MU medical student. That woman had been found, and police look like they have spotted Adkison as well. The pursuit has been going on for the last 4 hours and has picked up in the last 45 minutes. Police think they have narrowed down the area where he is.
ABC 17's Daniel Wynn is on the scene in Morgan County. Daniel, what is the latest?
Yeah, we are here at Highway 135 in Morgan County. The pursuit, it all started this afternoon about 12 o'clock. They spotted him on Highway Double M in Sunrise Beach. He then led them into some lake roads. He lost them, and then he stole a jet ski. Police believe he then took that jet ski and went pretty far west. That's where we are now. We're in Morgan County, just near the Highway J135 junction. Police have been going down this road just down here to my left here. If we can pan over there, yeah, it's down. That's Highway J. That goes toward the lake. Several police officers have been going that way. Now, they believe he is in the woods there. He is, they have a full manhunt on in that wooded area. Let me tell you a little bit about Brian Adkison from this weekend. He apparently, police believe he kidnapped his ex-girlfriend, Laura Crawford, 23-year-old Laura Crawford, and then dropped her off at University Hospital. That is when police started looking for him. He was then spotted, like I said, here just a couple of hours ago. The police search really picked up just a few minutes ago. And we'll, of course, have more coming up at 6, and hopefully we'll know a little bit more by then. Reporting live in Morgan County, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Daniel.
And we continue to follow even more breaking news tonight as a kidnapping suspect remains on the loose at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Authorities are still searching for Brian Adkison, who's believed to have kidnapped his ex-girlfriend over the weekend. We told you last night the woman, Lauren Crawford, went missing Saturday night. She was found Sunday at University Hospital and has since been released. We told you in May, Adkison was arrested on charges of rape and first-degree burglary here in Columbia.
The search for him has been ongoing for hours, and ABC 17's Daniel Wynn is on the scene. Daniel, what have you learned in the past hour?
Well, Ryan, we are here in Ivy Bend, just about a couple of miles north of Ivy Bend, south of Stover. The authorities have a checkpoint set up behind me. You can see the Highway Patrol, Morgan County Sheriff's Department, the Conservation Department, and Camden County Sheriff's Department. They're all on the scene here. The Highway Patrol helicopter, we have some video from earlier today, just a couple of minutes ago, actually. They are buzzing around still over here behind me. Now, Brian Adkison was first spotted this morning around Sunrise Beach on Highway Double M. That's when Sunrise Beach police officers chased him. Sunrise Beach police officers chased him into a wooded area. He then stole a jet ski and then led police on a chase throughout the. That's when the Highway Patrol helicopter chased him over here to Ivy Bend. Since the police have been using the helicopter to try and find him, and authorities, of course, are still on scene, and we'll bring you the latest when we know more. Reporting live in Ivy Bend, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
Well, right now, the community of Ivy Bend is on edge as authorities look for an accused kidnapper and rapist.
Over the weekend, police believe Brian Adkison kidnapped his girlfriend, 23-year-old Laura Crawford, then dropped her off at University Hospital Sunday morning.
ABC 17's Daniel Wynn has been following this manhunt all day long. He's joining us live from Morgan County. And Daniel, we understand the search is going to go strong into the night.
Yeah, still several dozen police officers there in Ivy Bend tonight. When we left that area, they were still going door to door, letting residents know what exactly is going on in that neighborhood. Now, going north on the highway out of Ivy Bend, there is still a checkpoint set up. We heard there were 2 arrests made there about 30 minutes ago. It turns out those were DWI arrests. They have nothing to do with the ongoing manhunt. New tonight, though, we have learned that the suspect was injured over the weekend by one of his victims. He was apparently stabbed. That is not confirmed, but we have sources telling us that. Now, police stopped Adkison early this afternoon in Sunrise Beach off of Highway M near Highway TT. That's when the Highway Patrol helicopter was called out. He abandoned the truck he was in and jumped into a jet ski and headed to the Ivy Bend area from the Sunrise Beach area. Now, we talked to a woman this evening who tells us the suspect drove that jet ski right up to her marina, had some very scary moments.
For somebody down here. So I came back, he showed me a picture, so I came back and I told one of our employees about what he looked like, and she said that he had drove through here with a jet ski and just turned around and left, and apparently afterwards, he banked it right around the corner somewhere.
Some more residents I talked to tonight fear that Adkison might be hiding out in a nearby vacation home. They say there are a lot of houses down there that are abandoned and vacationers just only come in on the weekends. Adkison is thought to be very dangerous and possibly armed, so if you see him, you're urged to call 911 immediately. Live in Morgan County, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thanks, Daniel.
Man suspected of kidnapping an MU med student is still on the loose tonight. Police believe Brian Adkison kidnapped his ex-girlfriend Lauren Crawford last Saturday and has been on the run since he allegedly dropped her off at University Hospital Sunday. Authorities tell us there has been 3 possible sightings of Adkison today in Versailles, Ivy Bend, and near Rocky Mount. Deputies say that they are following up on every lead. Adkison is believed to be armed. Breaking news tonight on ABC 17 News at 6:30. We've just learned that the search for a kidnapping suspect is again very active. Here is what we know right now. We got a tip into our newsroom that deputies in the Highway Patrol are actively searching again for Brian Adkison. We've learned it's around the Laurie area, which is in Morgan County. We've been telling you Adkison's accused of kidnapping his ex-girlfriend over the weekend and has been on the run ever since. We will stay with this story and bring you updates as soon as we get them. Breaking news tonight on ABC 17 News at 10. SWAT teams from around mid-Missouri are out in force right now at the Lake of the Ozarks looking for a suspected kidnapper. For the last 4 days, deputies and police have been looking for Brian Adkison. Adkison allegedly kidnapped his ex-girlfriend last Saturday, then dropped her off at University Hospital Sunday. He's been able to get away from police numerous times since then. Well, right now, SWAT teams from the Highway Patrol, Camden and Morgan counties are they're about 10 miles north and about 5 miles west of Ivy Bend in Morgan County. Many of them are on the water looking for Adkison. ABC 17's Daniel Wynn has been covering this story all week for us. He joins us now. And Daniel, the current chase started at about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, Ryan, let me get to that in just a minute. I just learned since our 9 o'clock show that the perimeter that they are searching has expanded. You can see behind me now, this is a checkpoint on Ivy Bend Road. They just set that up just within the past 5 or 10 minutes, so that means they are not having any luck finding Adkison in the woods. Now, it all started about 3 o'clock this afternoon on Browns Bend. That's just west of Ivy Bend on Lake of the Ozarks. It's in Camden County. An officer, a deputy, was called to the scene there in Browns Bend, and as he was going around the back of the house, he saw a door kicked in. As he saw that door, about the same time, he saw a ski boat leaving the dock of that home. A Highway Patrol officer was already in a Highway Patrol boat on the lake. He saw it too. They saw Adkison go to the north side, the Morgan County side of the lake, and just run into the woods. That's when this massive manhunt got underway. Like Ryan said, there are 3 different SWAT teams here in Ivy Bend right now from Morgan County, Benton County, and the Highway Patrol. Troops A and F are involved in this chase, and they are going to have a very, very long night ahead. The Highway Patrol helicopter was out a little earlier this afternoon, but I'm told the the thermal imaging device that it uses to see heat and bodies in the woods, it is broken tonight. So the police are kind of going up against some problems there, but they are using dogs as well in the woods. The SWAT teams are in full SWAT gear, and they are searching the woods tonight in the dark with those dogs. Reporting live in Ivy Bend, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Daniel. And we've got another update on a story that we have been reporting on since Sunday. The FBI is now involved in the search for Brian Adkison.
We first told you on Sunday police were looking for Adkison after kidnapping his ex-girlfriend here in Columbia. Adkison is wanted on kidnapping, forcible rape, and sexual assault charges. Now, multiple county agencies, along with the Highway Patrol, have been focusing their search near Ivy Bend in Morgan County.
ABC 17's Daniel Wynn joins us now live from Versailles tonight, where law enforcement just held a news conference to update the search. Daniel, what do you know now?
Well, the FBI is now involved in the investigation, as well as the U.S. Marshal Task Force out of Camden County. They are also on the scene. Now, the FBI is not actually on the scene. They're helping more behind the scenes, gathering intelligence and finding out more about Adkison and possibly why he might be at the lake. And his whereabouts to this point are still unknown. Last night, police, Highway Patrol and county deputies swarmed an area around Little Buffalo Cove near Clearwater Road and Little Buffalo Road just off of Ivy Bend Road. That's just about 10 miles northwest of Ivy Bend. Now, they went through the woods overnight. They were looking for Adkison with canines. They used a helicopter, and they have not found him to this point. They have roadblocks still set up throughout the area. Now, Captain Paul Reinsch with the Highway Patrol, we were just speaking to him a short time ago, and he was asked about several questions. Here's what he had to say.
And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're going residence to residence, building to building. We have canines in the area that are searching the outlying areas. It's very heavily wooded. It's very steep. There's not a whole lot of roads in that area, so we're searching it as quickly as we can.
Now, I talked to one resident who lives near the search area. He said there are areas out there that houses are off the road by about 2 miles. He said there are caves. There are thousands, literally thousands of places Adkison could be hiding in that area right now. So it could take quite some time for the Highway Patrol and those SWAT teams to even make a dent in that large amount of acreage. Reporting live in Morgan County, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Daniel. We will stick with this story.
A suspected kidnapper who's been on the loose since Sunday remains on the run tonight, and now the FBI is involved. Good evening, I'm Ryan Tate. Stephanie has the night off. A news conference wrapped up a little more than an hour ago in Versailles near the lake, where police updated the manhunt for Brian Adkison. ABC 17's Daniel Wynn is now in Ivy Bend and joins us live with the latest developments. Daniel?
Yeah, Ryan, there is no longer a checkpoint set up here on Ivy Bend Road at Franklin Road. Just down Franklin Road, about 7 or 8 miles away, that is the center point of this massive manhunt that's underway here in Morgan County. Now, I can tell you, just since we've been on the scene here, just in the past 5 or 10 minutes, we've already seen about 3 Highway Patrol cars pass us. Now, at a press conference this afternoon in Morgan County, authorities told us the FBI has joined the investigation. They are aiding in the investigation, but they are not physically here on the ground yet. A deputy U.S. Marshal Task Force is here on the ground in Morgan County, aiding in the investigation. Now, SWAT teams from the Highway Patrol, Morgan County, they are still searching this wooded area you see here behind me for Brian Adkison. Sergeant Paul Reinsch with the Highway Patrol had a message for the man they're hunting for, Brian Adkison, just a short while ago.
He needs to turn himself in, and we need to talk to him about what's occurred. And if he could just come forward and do that, we would appreciate that, and that'll go a long way to ending this.
Now, authorities have been searching all night long and all day today. This afternoon, they did switch out SWAT team members because they needed a break. They say they are in for a very long night ahead again. Reporting live in Morgan County, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Daniel, and we'll, of course, continue to follow this story and bring you the latest, not only right here on ABC 17 News, but also ABC17news.com. Breaking news tonight on ABC 17 News at 5. The manhunt is over for a suspected kidnapper and rapist.
Authorities caught Brian Adkison after responding to a call of a burglary in progress on Proctor Road in Morgan County. ABC 17 Sherry Burris is live tonight in Morgan County at the Sheriff's Department with new details on the arrest. Sherry.
That's right, guys. I'm here at the Morgan County Sheriff Department, and that week-long manhunt is over. Brian Adkison is in police custody tonight after being caught around 3 p.m. when they responded to a burglary. Adkison is wanted for kidnapping his ex-girlfriend and for sexual assault in Boone County. He led the police on a manhunt throughout the Lake of the Ozarks all this week. Police are holding a press conference at 6 o'clock. We'll be there live tonight following the story for you. Reporting live in Morgan County, I'm Sherry Burris, ABC 17 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Sherry. We also have more late-breaking developments near the Lake of the Ozarks. After the search for an alleged kidnapper and rapist finally comes to an end, the manhunt for Brian Adkison started earlier this week after several sightings in Morgan County. He's wanted for allegedly taking an MU student against her will. Well, she went missing last Friday and then turned up on Sunday at the hospital. But Adkison remained on the loose. Now, we were there when both the FBI and U.S. Marshals got involved. And then this afternoon, we learned that Adkison was taken into custody somewhere off of Proctor Road. The authorities are just beginning a news conference with more details about his capture. That news conference is underway right now. We'll go out there live.
Different departments, 3 different SWAT teams, helicopters, dogs, and unfortunately he got out of our perimeter somehow. I talked to Mr. Adkison on the way to the jail, and he stated that he ran from that residence to the one that I found him in that night. It's roughly 4 miles as the crow flies through the woods. He was out of the boat at around the 68-mile marker and was found roughly in the 40-mile marker area. So if you go by water, that's 28 miles. So I will start taking questions because I'm pretty sure I didn't answer them all.
You said it was a residential burglary call. Was the resident inside or were they outside when they called you?
The residence was actually just purchased by some people who live in the Ivy Bend area. They're fixing it up as a rental home. The female owner arrived at the house to do some work to it, noticed the window broke out, called her husband. Husband called us. I went there to investigate the burglary and encountered Mr. Adkison.
So what are the charges?
Charges of burglary, 2nd degree, felony, and his bond is no bond.
You are watching a news conference going on right now in Versailles, where the chief deputy there in Morgan County is talking about the arrest of Brian Adkison. It happened earlier this afternoon after a burglary attempt. Police were called out to the scene of a possible burglary. When they got there, they found Adkison. We have a reporter on the scene, ABC 17, Sherry Burris. When we get some more details from this news conference, obviously, we will pass them along to you.
Well, after nearly a week on the run, Brian Adkison is finally behind bars tonight. And just in the last 30 minutes, we've learned more details from authorities about his arrest. Morgan County deputies found him after they responded to a burglary attempt in the Proctor area. Adkison is a suspected kidnapper and rapist who got away from police numerous times this week. ABC 17 Sherry Burris is live in Morgan County tonight, where a news conference just wrapped up. And Sherry, what can you tell us?
You guys, I just learned that it was Lieutenant Mike Nienhaus that found Brian Adkison hiding in an empty home that was being renovated. He is being charged with burglary and the 2nd degree, which is a Class C felony, and has no bond. There was 150 officers and nearly 20 agencies that knocked and checked nearly 1,000 homes looking for Brian Adkison. Once he was found, he was asked not to be shot and complied with the police officer who found him. He did say that he was actually happy to be found and was trying to find a way to turn himself in. And that he was asked, and he complied with authorities and now is in the Morgan County Jail. We'll be giving you updates all night. Live in Morgan County, I'm Sherry Burris, ABC 17 News.
We also have an update to breaking news that we have been following all week. The suspected kidnapper and rapist who has sent multiple law enforcement agencies on a manhunt all week is behind bars tonight. Brian Adkison was caught during a burglary call. ABC 17 Sherry Burris is in Morgan County. She's joining us live. And Sherry, it seems relief can describe both Adkison and the community's reaction to him being caught.
Meredith, the hunt for Brian Adkison did end today around 3, but not during a search for Adkison. Instead, it was a burglary call. A lieutenant from the Morgan County Sheriff's Department found Adkison hiding in an empty home wearing nothing but his flip-flops and shorts.
I think he was as excited as I was to find him. Ordered him down to the ground. He said, "Please don't shoot me." I cuffed him right up and took him out of the house.
We've been telling you Adkison has been on the run, accused of kidnapping his ex-girlfriend and sexual assault in Boone County. Over the last week, multiple county agencies, the Highway Patrol, FBI, and U.S. Marshals, roughly 150 officials have been on the lookout for Adkison. Right now, Adkison is only being charged with burglary in the second degree with no bond set here in Morgan County. Authorities are thankful to have him finally in custody, and so are residents. I spoke with multiple residents who live near the areas Adkison was believed to be hiding in. They tell me it was a scary feeling and nerve-wracking. One woman's mother reported to do extreme measures to assure her personal safety.
Hesitant during the day. My 83-year-old mother-in-law lives next door. My mom lives next door, and she went to bed with a butcher knife. And, you know, you're afraid to leave.
It's a relief. You know, it's good. I'm glad that they caught him, and you know, I'm sure justice will be done, but it just takes a load off of everybody else. You know?
Adkison is currently being held in the Morgan County Jail. Live in Morgan County, I'm Sherry Burris, ABC 17 News.
All right, thanks, Sherry. We are going to continue to follow this case. We have learned he could be in court as early as Monday, but multiple counties do want him for possible charges.
Parents of a Columbia woman look for some help in finding a man who escaped from jail after being charged with the rape and kidnapping of their daughter. Good evening, I'm Ryan Tate.
And I'm Stephanie Schaefer. Brian Adkison escaped from jail about 2 weeks ago in Kingston, and that's in Caldwell County. Police have no solid leads on where Adkison is located and are asking for your help. ABC 17 Sherry Burris was at a news conference today in Kingston. And Sherry, what did Lauren Crawford's parents and police have to say about this search?
Stephanie, it was around 3:30 here. The parents and the local law enforcement in Caldwell County asked for everyone to keep their eyes and ears open. The parents of the victim said that they wanted everyone to be able to check their houses, lake houses, if they have any hunting posts even, because as they saw from when Adkison was hiding the first time at the lake, he was able to use his resources and find different houses to stay at. Police don't really have much of a lead of where he is, but they do have multiple agencies looking for Adkison, and that is why they're saying he may be dangerous. So if you do see him, please call police, local law enforcement. Be careful that he may be dangerous. Live in Caldwell County, I'm Sherry Burris, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Sherry. In ABC 17 News Alert tonight at 5, a suspect wanted for rape and kidnapping on the run for 3 weeks is caught.
It ends the second manhunt for Brian Adkison. He's picked up just afternoon at a nursing home in Westlake, Ohio, which is just minutes west of Cleveland. Now, we broke this story for you an hour later on ABC17news.com.
Evan Millward has been following the search in northern Ohio since Adkison was spotted yesterday. Evan, police say he's refusing to cooperate.
Yeah, Stephanie and Ryan, police in Westlake, Ohio say Adkison won't even let them take his mugshot. Still now, nearly 5 hours after he was taken into custody. This all happened after someone recognized him riding a bike in Westlake. It's not far from where he was spotted early yesterday morning before leading several authorities on a chase and ultimately getting away from that one too. Today, Adkison took off into a nursing home where he wrestled with officers and the home's administrator before being led away in cuffs. Now, charges in Ohio, that would be in Cuyahoga County, may still come down this week against Adkison. We're also still working to figure out if there could be any charges in West Virginia, where he allegedly stole a truck, or in Pennsylvania, where he's accused of stealing license plates. Now, we first showed you this map yesterday, helping us piece together Adkison's path since he broke out of the Caldwell County Jail near St. Joseph a month ago, guys.
All right, Evan, do you know anything about when he might be brought back to Missouri now?
We've reached out to the Missouri governor, Ohio's governor. They have not talked yet. And the authorities in all of the counties involved, because this does involve multiple counties, Boone, Caldwell, and now Cuyahoga in Ohio. They all kind of say they are going to bring him back to Missouri. It's not a matter of if, it is now a matter of when.
All right. Thanks a lot, Evan. And we are still following up on some updates, working to get reaction from Caldwell County. We'll have more at the top of the hour, and we've got full coverage always on our website, ABC17news.com.
Team coverage on ABC 17 News tonight at 6 as we continue to learn more about the capture of Brian Adkison in Ohio just hours ago. It's a story ABC 17 News broke this afternoon online. Adkison is wanted after breaking out of jail where he was being held on kidnapping charges. He's also accused of rape in Boone County. New at 6, we're hearing from the family of Adkison's alleged victim in Caldwell County. Sherry Burris is live there, but first, what's next for Adkison, who is in custody just west of Cleveland in Ohio tonight. ABC 17's Evan Millward is live now at University Hospital in Columbia. That's where Adkison's path of crime started in Boone County. And Evan, prosecutors here want him back as soon as possible.
Yeah, the most serious charges in this spree are here in Boone County. Those are the charges of rape. Now, this all started in May when a North Columbia woman claimed Adkison raped her in her home. Prosecutors here in Boone County say they will get Adkison back to Missouri. It is not a matter of if, now it's just a matter of when. But Adkison's path continued in June. That's when his girlfriend claimed she was kidnapped from her Caldwell County home and brought here to University Hospital. Now, Caldwell County authorities tell us tonight they are in contact with authorities in Ohio. They've also been in contact with that victim's family. I have, though, confirmed the two states' governors have not talked about extradition yet. Adkison's still refusing to cooperate with the Westlake, Ohio Police Department. Now, Adkison was caught just after noon Eastern time in that town that is just west of Cleveland. We told you at 5, he was riding a bike when someone recognized him from the news. He then ran into a nursing home and an administrator held him in a headlock until officers could arrive. This is not all that far from where we reported yesterday that Adkison had led several law enforcement agencies on a multi-county chase after he was recognized in a parking lot of a hotel. He's also accused of stealing a truck from West Virginia and license plates from a township in Pennsylvania. It's not clear tonight whether any charges will be brought against him in either of those states or if Cuyahoga County authorities will charge him for anything that happened the past couple of days up in Westlake. Now, all of this has been developing quickly this afternoon. Word just got back to the alleged victim's family in Caldwell County. That's where ABC 17's Sherry Burris is now. Sherry, what are folks in that community talking about tonight?
Evan, less than an hour ago, I did speak with John Crawford, who is the victim's father. He is very appreciative of all the support within the community to help find Adkison.
Just a big thank you to all of the law enforcement, again, all of our community, all of the whole, so many people all over the country that were supporting us in this, supporting the law enforcement. It's just, the support has just been amazing and overwhelming, and we're very grateful.
The Caldwell County Sheriff also told me that he feels much better knowing that Adkison is back in custody. He did say that they are talking with other authorities that did help find Brian Adkison, are in contact with them before he comes back to Caldwell County. In the weeks leading up to after the escape of Adkison, there were up to 15 different law enforcement agencies that were helping to find him here in Caldwell County. Around town, there is a buzz following the news of Adkison's capture. I spoke with a few people around town who all didn't feel comfortable going on camera because they either knew one or both of the families. One woman I spoke with at a local gas station said he's a very smart kid, just didn't make very smart decisions. Another woman who knew both families says her heart goes out for both of them. Live in Caldwell County, I'm Sherry Burris, ABC 17 News.
Right, thanks, Sherry. Now, the family was offering a reward of $3,000. They tell us they think they will be giving that to a Caldwell County women's shelter.